Hey guys, welcome back. Orbom here, bringing you another one of our weekly Digimon trading card game deck profiles and battles. If you guys like this content, don't forget to drop a like. This is still fresh on the channel, still pretty new, so any support, any constructive comments, anything like that is always greatly appreciated. We're going to be going over the most voted deck that tied with Beelzemon, which is going to be Ulforceveedramon. So before we end the video, like I said, don't forget to drop a like, subscribe, share, all that good jazz. Answer the common question of the day, which is going to be, what's the Digimon deck you're most excited to play right now? Now, I do want to keep a caveat here. This is going to be a deck profile before set 3 drops in Japan. We're getting the set in about a month, a little bit over a month here, at least the pre-sale, which is essentially the set drop. A little over a month here. So I don't think any of the set 3 cards are going to be in our first set. We don't know for sure yet, obviously, but I'm banking on that being the case since that set hasn't even released in Japan yet, and the cards that we're getting have probably already been printed. So I'm not going to worry about that, but just to keep in mind, in set 3, there's definitely a few Veemon cards that you could throw into this deck. I do mention that because if you guys don't know what the Ulforceveedramon deck does, is that it's a highly consistent deck based off the name Veemon, or Veedramon in the case of Taichi. So before we end the video, don't forget to do the things we mentioned already, and let's go ahead and hop right into it. Let's talk about the big boy himself first, Ulforceveedramon. If your blue tamer becomes rested, this Digimon becomes active. So the whole game plan with this deck is just to set up an Ulforceveedramon to attack in one turn and just win the game. You have a lot of tamers in this deck. You can become active in a lot of ways in this deck, and every time you become active, you get the ability to attack again, and we have some really good sources and really good skills here that can help us just essentially sweep the game in one turn, which is great against a lot of strategies, namely yellow. If you can attack if you can put the yellow opponent down to 4 security and then win in one turn, which is very easy to do in this deck. You can just it's really easy to deal with yellow that way. Yellow being a really strong deck, probably better than security attack plus 1, 2, 3, or whatever you want to say, because you can attack Digimon as well, and you get a bunch of extra effects by becoming active. Like for instance, you get +1 memory, and this is not a once per turn effect either. Besides the +1 memory, you can do this multiple times in one turn. So let's go ahead and talk about the stats of this deck before we get into the nitty-gritty of the cards. We are playing 15 rookies. We are playing the 4-5 split. Honestly, we're going to talk about Demi Veemon. You probably don't need Demi Veemon, but it is a nice Veemon to add to your deck list. We are playing 11 level 4s. No, I'm sorry. 3, 6, 10. Yeah, 11 level 4s here. We are playing 8 level 5s, and we are playing 4 Ulforceveedramon. The cool thing about this deck is that you really don't need any of the megas. You can just play Ulforceveedramon because this deck is so consistent, which we'll talk about in a second. You don't even have to worry about never drawing into your Ulforce. You will find your Ulforce. And then you play one of Omnimon just because the Wind Digivolved effect is really strong. And a few options, a few tamers. So yeah, let's go ahead and go over the exact cards we're playing. And of course, in the comments down below, I know a lot of people are playing Ulforce already because it's a very popular deck. Let me know in the comments what cards you're playing that I'm not playing, and give me your reasons why. We can start a discussion. All right, so let's go ahead and start. We are playing Veemon. We did talk about how the name Veemon is pretty important. Over here, it has a once per turn. The Digimon becomes active during your main phase. Draw 1 card. We already talked about how we could do that with Ulforce. And something to keep in mind is that doesn't say once per turn. So every time you become active, you draw a card. And there's multiple ways to do it besides just Ulforce as well. So that's pretty handy. 2,000 power, 3 costs, whatever. The stats don't really matter as much as the evolution source ability and the name Veemon. You play 4 Gabumons here for its win, play, draw 1 card effect. We are trying to be as consistent as possible. 4 Lekmon because it's low memory cost, and then 3 Gabumon. Gabumon pairs really well with the Upamon early game, especially. I haven't talked about Upamon, but Upamon is our Digitama of choice because once per turn, the Digimon has if your opponent has a Digimon with no Digivolution sources, draw 1 card. That's going to happen a lot more often than you think. The people like to play down their level 3s immediately. Some people like to play down their level 4 blockers immediately. So having your opponent with no Digivolution sources is pretty common. And we also play a 1 of Mat that can help make them have no Digivolution source as well. And then Demi Veemon, if this Digimon becomes active during your main phase, this Digimon gets 1,000 DP until the end of this turn, once per turn. So it's a nice way to strengthen up your dudes. So the combo here is you evolve in the Gomamon, you evolve your Upamon in the Gomamon, you attack security early game, you probably get destroyed, which is what you want, and then you get, I'll have to attack with something else is what I'm trying to say. But you probably get destroyed whenever you evolved your Gomamon. I should probably mention that because it's an evolution source. And then you get to not only draw a card, but also get +1 memory, which is sometimes handy if you want to take those early security prizes. But once again, it's just a decent card. This could really be pretty much any other any other rookie if you want it to be. It really just matters that you have 15, so you're as consistent as possible. But this is just a nice one to have. If you prefer any other one, you could probably play it in. It's not a big deal. We'll talk about the tamers last. Let's go over to the champions. We have our in training, our rookies, champions here. But now we have 3 different Veedramon here, and we also have a Veedramon 0. But they're all Veedmons, right? Veedramons. So this one is, if you have a blue tamer, it gets jamming. This pairs really well with this card, which we'll talk about when we get there. But this is probably my favorite Veedramon, and I would consider bumping this one up to 4. This one is pairs really well with Arrow Veedramon too, and just having jamming is good. We have this one here, the Veedramon 0. When attacking, if you have a blue tamer, by discarding 3 cards on the top of your deck, the Digimon gets 2,000 power. So if you want to fuel your discard pile, so you can use its evolution source effect, which is really, really strong actually. When attacking, by returning 3 non-digi-egg cards from your trash to the bottom of the deck, draw 1 card. This will actually help you stop you from being decked out in case these games go for a really long time. You could fuel your deck again, draw a bunch of cards. It's not once per turn, once again. And can help with the grind game, honestly. I like it a lot. It's a pretty good card. We have Grizzlymon here, which is our blocker. It's pretty much the only reason why we play it. It's because of the blocker. We play 4 of them. And then we have the one of Veedramon, the secret rare one. When attacking, once per turn, if you have a tamer, make this Digimon active. To be honest, I like these 2 ones more because I like making myself active so I can attack the security and then make myself active if I don't get destroyed. This one pairs really well with the Gomamon because if you don't get destroyed, you get to just make yourself active and then you don't have to worry about being knocked out, which is really, really nice, or being revenged or deleted or whatever you want to call it. So these 2 are probably my favorite, but these 3 you could play at any numbers really. As long as you play 4 blockers just to be safe. These other Veedramons, you can play at any numbers and be fine. So that's the cool thing. You can even though this deck is very much a really easy deck to build, as long as you just keep yourself consistent, you should be fine. You can actually mess around with the numbers a lot. I wanted to play all the Veedramon so I can showcase all of them in the games that we will be playing after this deck profile, but I do like them all. I think they all have their own merits. This is probably the one I'd cut down to maybe 2 of, maybe play a second one of these. I honestly might play 4 of these too because this is really, really strong. We'll talk about that later though. Now, why I like this one so much is because it pairs really well with Arrow Veedramon. When Digivolved, if you have a blue tamer, one of your blue Digimon becomes active. So obviously you attack with this thing, get rid of the security because you have jamming. Unless you hit an option card, you're not going to get destroyed. And then you can Digivolve immediately to Arrow Veedramon and then become active, and then you won't be revenged for attacking the security, which is really, really nice. It has an evolution ability too. Yeah, your turn, if this Digimon becomes active during your main phase, this Digimon gets jamming until the end of your turn. That pairs really well with Ulforce, since Ulforce wants to attack multiple times, and it's just extra security, extra defense in case you run into something like an Omnimon in the security. So I do like this card a lot for being right underneath Ulforceveedramon. So this is why I played 4 of these. We are playing also Ulforceveedramon. Ulforceveedramon has the win plate effect of draw 2. Always nice in case you're clumping up early games to just be able to play this card and draw 2 cards to help you get out of it. Just adding to the overall consistency. There's a lot of drawing in this deck, a lot of gaining memory, stuff like that. And the inheritable skill. I should probably start saying that more often instead of evolution skill. The inheritable skill is when attacking, if your opponent has a Digimon with no Digivolution sources, get +1 memory. And once again, it's not once per turn. So you can stack some crazy abilities onto your Ulforceveedramon and attack multiple times and just get some crazy numbers, crazy draws, crazy gains, things like that. So we're going to go ahead and talk about that in the end. We're going to talk about the Ulforce, and then we have, of course, one Omnimon, just for its when Digivolve ability to destroy one of your opponent's Digimon and all of your opponent's Digimon with the same name as that Digimon. So if your opponent has a problem Digimon on the board, you can just immediately destroy it. And when attacking, you can put this level by returning a level 6 Digimon from this card's Digivolution source to your hand. This Digimon becomes active, which is really, really nice as well. But just a one-off because we don't really need it and we don't want it to clump our deck either. So it's just nice to have it. And then let's go ahead and go over the tamers before my computer gets a little bit too loud. Of course, we have the 4 Hammer Spark because this card is just absolutely broken. It gets +1 memory for 0 cost, and it's even better when it gets off of security, because sometimes your opponents will start attacking you whenever they're at the 1 security, or right before they put you down to your 0 security. And if they attack this one in the security, it kind of messes up their game plan for the rest of the turn. So that's a really good card. We are playing a bunch of tamers. We have 7 tamers in this deck list because we are all about putting those tamers down. If we get down like 5-6 tamers, then we just win in 1 turn with Ulforceveedramon. So tamers, pretty useful. Even if their effects are just mediocre, just because they are tamers, they are good in this deck. And these tamers are not bad either. It has a win plate effect of reveal the top 3 cards of your deck, add 1 Digimon whose name contains V to your hand and amongst them, and put the rest in the bottom of your deck in any order. We have 19 V Pokemon in this deck, if you don't count Demi-Vmon, I believe. So we got 4, then we have 6, so it's 10, 11, 15, 19. We have 19 Vmon in this deck, so Rena should be landing you stuff. And of course it has that if one of your blue Digimon attacks, by resting this card, this Digimon gets 1000 DP until the end of the turn. So obviously, all force attacks, you rest this to make it 12,000 power now. And then because this became rested, your all force becomes active again. And you get all the effects of becoming active that turn as well, which we will discuss in a second. Playing 1 mat, I just think the ability to start your turn with 3 memory is really, really good. Too good to not to play, honestly. I could realistically see you bumping this up to 2 just to find it a little bit faster. And its ability to discard Digivolution sources is really, really nice for the Upamon, because once per turn you can rest this card to discard the Digivolution source of the bottom of one of your opponent's Digimon. That's really, really handy, especially compared with Upamon if you want to draw extra cards. And then probably the best tamer in this deck list, only because it has a 2 cost to play, is V-Tamer Taichi here. Its main effect is if you have a Digimon that contains V-Dramon in its name, by resting this card, activate one of the effects below, draw 1 card, so add a draw power, or become 10,000 DP stronger, which is actually kind of useful in case you want to attack a security and you don't want to die. And you can choose any Digimon. It doesn't have to be Veedramon, just you have to have Veedramon to use its effects. So that's why we are playing a lot of Veedramons in this deck, and of Ulforceveedramon, Arrowveedramon, they all count. The only ones that don't count is Vmon itself. But I can't stress enough, this card is really good because it's 2 power, so it's really, really easy to play. And that's gonna be the deck list, guys. So let's go ahead and talk about the preferred stack as far as what you want to do. Like, these once per turn effects are nice and all, but the most important thing is the fact that you can do stuff like, let's see. Really, it's just these guys, right? Because like these are all nice, they're all once per turn effects, they're all really cool and all, but like more importantly, this card right here, if you can stack Ulforce, which you do actually a lot, because you do sometimes, I mean a lot of the time, you actually hard play Zudomon. If you hard play Zudomon into your Ulforce, you can get so much memory in 1 turn thanks to Zudomon. This is probably the best card to put under Zudomon. So if you attack 5 times, you get 5 memory, you can play even more cards. It's kind of crazy. Of course, with this one gives you jamming, which is just as good if you have a lot more tamers down. But it's cool when you have this one, because if you have tamers in hand that you just can't play yet, you can attack. And just don't attack the Digimon with no Digivolution sources. And then play down a tamer with your extra memory you gained, attack again, maybe even play down another tamer with all the extra memory you gained, stuff like that. So it's just a really inherently strong deck because it just builds itself. The only problem this deck has is if your opponent plays a lot of removal cards, because you are working hard to evolve into an Ulforceveedramon, unless you go the whole Zudomon into Ulforce immediately play, which is something you will be doing a lot, because Zudomon is just a good card to play down immediately in a lot of cases. But because this deck can swarm and is really consistent and draws a lot of cards and gets a lot of memory, you don't even have to worry about too much removal. You can honestly, as long as you're running not cold, like as long as you're running lukewarm, you'll be able to win most matchups with this deck thanks to its speed. So that's gonna be the deck profile, guys. We're gonna go ahead and jump right into the games versus a viewer of mine, Sublime. If you guys are interested, this is gonna be a little bit different than last time. Last time we had post commentary. This time we're doing live, like we're just kind of hanging out and call and playing the games together. So let me know which one you guys prefer, and then I'll try to stick with that one, or I might go back and forth. Once again, we're still trying to learn here to make this content the best that it can be for you guys. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to drop a like, subscribe, share all the good jazz, and let's go ahead and hop right into the games. Hello, we're doing Ulforce versus something green.
Rust Tyrannomon.
With my buddy Sublime.
Yes, sir.
Alright, let's set up. Alright guys, you guys want to see Ulforce? We're playing some Ulforce. You know, it kind of feels weird playing Ulforce since, you know, the next set has new Vmons I want to try. Alright, highs or low?
I'll do low.
Alright.
I'll go first.
Now you gotta roll, bro. What are you talking about? You gotta roll first to see if you get a number lower than 2.
Oh, okay. That's how we're doing it.
Yeah. I think that's how you do it. Alright, cool. I will go first, actually. Thank you very much.
I'm used to high or low being
the coin flip, dude. Trust me, I know.
Yeah,
I'm about to just start doing that anyways. I don't know. I don't want to conform to these Digimon player rules.
And it's 5. It's 5 to start, right?
Yes, sir. All right, you don't draw on your first turn, so boom, boom. All right, this is not fun. What is this? This is a big yikes. Zoodomon. Draw 2. Go ahead.
Okay. Oh my god. There we go.
Alright, you get to draw on your first turn. It was just the first person doesn't draw.
Okay.
Let's see if we can make this look all nice.
Okay. So I'm gonna do that. Draw 1. And then okay. That's 3.
Green has a huge up spike in play the past week, so I'm excited. I'm excited to try it out. Green looks like a lot of fun.
That's 1. Draw a card. I'm gonna throw down an Argamon. And then yeah.
Alright.
There we go.
Let's see. There's my dude. Let's take a look. Alright, security attack. Oh, whatever. It works out for me. And I am going to play double hammer. And Matt. Go ahead. If you're talking, I can't hear you. You doing security?
I'm attacking Zoodomon.
Alright, cool.
Plus 1,000 because of Kabuterimon underneath.
Alright.
And then And I'm going to evolve up, put you at 3, and draw a card.
Alright, active. What do you do? Okay. Let's evolve here. You have blue tamer jamming, so okay, there's a lot of effects I gotta keep in mind here. Okay, so this is one comes back. Okay, cool. Okay, so I'm gonna start by attacking security. I have jamming, so we're safe. Alright. And then with Ulforceveedramon, I can draw a card, since you have a non-Digivolution source dude. And with Matt, I could discard your Digivolution source here from your MTOArtOffical, or whatever it's.
How many is it?
Just the one. Get rid of one, the bottom one, so the whatever your baby is.
The Tintamon?
Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, and I drew already. Okay. And then I'm going to digivolve into this dude and make myself active because of its effect, and also draw a card because of Veedramon.
Yep.
So you're up. And draw an extra card from evolving. Boom, boom.
Cool. Okay. Draw for turn. Oh, yep, sorry.
No problems.
Okay. So I'm going to security attack.
Okay.
Okay. And then yeah. I'm gonna straight play Palmon.
Okay.
Look at the top 3. And nothing.
Alright. Draw.
Oh, no.
Boom. And
oh, come on.
And another Veedramon. Draw. What do you do? Let's play you down. 3. Flip. There you are. There you are, big boy. Is it just one or is it all? Add 1 Digimon, Veedramon. Alright, cool. And boom. Dude, I can't wait to be playing this game physically.
Yeah.
I don't like playing on tabletop sim. It's fun and all, but man, is it exhausting. And I did play 3 to do that, so there we go. And I don't want you to kill me. So there's that. I'm gonna play this down. Alright, go ahead.
Okay. So, first I'm going to do that. For 2. And then... Oh, okay, so is Is the search first or the draw first? When did you evolve?
It's your choice, I believe.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's how it works. Whenever simultaneous effects happen, you can choose.
Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and draw first, and then 2. It's 3, correct? Yes.
Yeah.
Top 3. Add 1 level 5. Flip those. Okay. Add that to my hand.
All right.
And then these go on the bottom. Maybe.
Maybe.
Oh. I keep forgetting to stand them back up. Okay. Okay. I'm going to security attack.
Okay.
And then you know what? I'm gonna Terror Cluster.
I don't have any rested Digimon.
Oh, you don't have any. Okay. Oh, rested Digimon.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
That's my bad.
No problem.
In that case, ooh, this is rough. Yeah, I'm gonna evolve into Jagamon.
All right, let's do this. Draw. Active. And all force. Alright, so let's double check. Make sure I know what I'm doing here. Okay. So you have 1 due to no Digivolution source. So every time I attack, I draw a card. Or once per turn, I should say. And I draw another card from becoming active. And if this Digimon becomes active during your main phase, this Digimon gets jamming. Okay, to the end of the turn. So we're gonna start with Ulforce attacking security. Alright, so I draw a card from Upamon. Matt discards 1 of your Digivolution sources, so Kabuterimon. So by resting this card. And then when I get rested, this dude becomes active. And see if there's anything else. And it's active, so it has jamming for the rest of the turn. And because it became active, I get to draw a card. So that's cool. Alright, we're gonna attack security again. Alright. Oh, also I gain a memory. It's once per turn, but I do gain a memory. Boom. And yep, I'm gonna go ahead and rest my Taichi to draw a card and also make myself active again. And then security attack again. Okay, rest you, become stronger, security attack for game.
Yikes.
All forces are so gross. It's such a gross card.
Yikes.
Yeah, people are all excited about this deck. I really like... I don't know, blue is getting a lot of love because they have Imperial Dramon coming out in the next set too, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
So like blue has 3 really solid archetypes. I think
Not to mention the that yellow that's coming that also counts as blue.
Oh yeah, I think Shakuman or something like that. Dude, he's cool. He's really strong.
Okay.
All right.
So I don't draw turn 1.
No, you don't.
Go ahead and do that. Oh, this is no bueno. I'm just gonna have to pass.
One fort. All right. Let's flip and okay. Evolve. Okay, Gabumon, draw a card. Matt. Alright, go ahead.
Okay. Okay. Yikes. 0.
Did you draw for turn from evolving?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Or I didn't draw for evolving. I drew for turn though. And then evolution number 2. 2 memory down. And then it's another 2.
Dang. This is looking scary. This is looking scary all of a sudden.
I'm gonna Palmon for 3. Oh hey, I need to draw for that Metal Tyrannomon.
Oh, okay.
And then 1, 2, 3. And it's a level 4, correct, for Palmon? Yes. Yeah, level 4, so nothing.
Okay. How do we choke you? You've gotta get choked. This is looking bad. Alright, first things first, we'll get you up there and you over here. Alright, you're up.
1, huh? Okay. Draw for turn. Gonna move you up. And yeah, I'm gonna throw down Tentamon.
Okay, then I get 3 from Ty or Matt.
Oh yeah, you're at 3 because of Matt.
Alright. Active. And oops. Did you draw? 7,000 is not too bad, but I really want to be active this turn. Okay, so we're gonna digivolve you. Oh boy. Alright, security tech. Come on, alright, sick. And then I'm gonna make myself active with my ability. Yeah, I'm gonna use Matt or Ty here to draw a card. Let's do this. Also, since I attacked, let me discard your Tainamon, or whatever the bottom one is. And also, I attacked with no deep resolution source, so I have to draw a card as well. Alright, cool. And let's see.
What was that draw from?
It was from my Upamon, from attacking. On the bottom of my Vmon.
Okay.
Okay, let's play you and use this effect. Alright. Go ahead.
Okay. Going to evolve for 1. Yeah, and then evolve for 2.
All right. Active. Oh boy. Alright, I'm going to use some different things here. I'm going to use Tai Chi to make my my Veedramon 1000 stronger.
Yep.
And then I'm going to attack with Veedramon and then use Rena to make another 1000 stronger. So 8000 right now. And then I'm going to discard your Tentamon off your Kabuterimon as well.
Okay.
And then also draw a card from. So yeah. You want to block it? Alright. Cool,
Yeah.
cool. And then
I'll just take that one.
I'm going to use my ability to, make myself active. And then I'm going to attack again, your security.
Yeah, I'll block that one.
Okay, so you're dead. And I am going to Digivolve and use its effect to make it active again. I'm gonna attack with Gomamon, your security. And oh, nice. Okay. That's not what I wanted, but that's fine. Well, that does make things awkward now. I was really hoping to get destroyed there. I can't give you too much memory. Alright, this, go ahead. the rest of that too. Oh, here it comes. Oh no. Oh no. Alright, I have to win this turn. 1, 2,
Oh, yeah.
4.
That's literally all I could do.
Okay, let's do some shenanigans. Also, I am 3. Alright, what can we do here? Let's draw. Let's make you active as well. The boy is here. And draw, and yep, let's just do it. Attack. Yeah, discard your Argomon, draw a card, make myself stronger, and also activate myself again.
Okay, and that was a security attack?
Yeah. The most broken one in the game, and you finally got it.
There she is. Jesus.
Yeah. And now I have jamming, and I get a memory from becoming active, and then I attack.
Oh.
Okay, then I do this to make myself stronger, and then I attack for game.
Yep.
Alright, there we go.
I needed Mimi so much earlier.
You did, bro. Mimi's so busted.